Thank you to our official game sponsors, like Greer and Mother, for the last 30 years they've been creating beautiful smiles and caring for our community. A safety reminder, seat selections are assigned to follow the health guidelines, and we thank you in advance for only being in your assigned seating area. Thank you for abiding with the Lexington County safety guidelines by keeping your face covering on at all times and maintaining a social distance of 6 feet or more. Spectators, please remember that you are to sit in your assigned seat only. Thank you.
Hello, check. There we go. Hello, check. Hello, check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How does that sound? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello, check. See how that sounds, William.
Mic check 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check. We good?
And William, are you on heads with the station? How do we know when to go? Oh, I got you. All right. Let's have some fun.
Let's go.
Dave Tramatine, one of the all-time greats right there. Still fooling them after all these years. Down there with Chevy.
The legends.
I'm on a cord now. Tall guy on the right is Cold Iron.
Oh, okay.
African American is Andre. Welcome into Danny Haney Court on the campus of Lexington Catholic High School for the most anticipated high school matchup in the state this season as the Knights of Lexington Catholic play host to the Jaguars of North Laurel. Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Baker alongside Julie McGrain-Muntz as we get you set for this matchup, which features not only two great teams, but the young man everybody's talking about, Julie, Reed Shepard.
Reed Shepard, the super sophomore as they have pegged him, but Reed Shepard is doing wonderful things and just a great, outstanding young man who's still learning the game. However, he is also the state's leading scorer. 32.7
per game. You see he exceeded that last night with 34. And on the other side for Lexington Catholic, maybe the favorite for Mr. Basketball, who's got a long lineage and history here at Catholic with his family, Ben Johnson.
Yes, Ben Johnson is a fine student athlete. I saw the shirts this week that says "with Ben," so Ben is a fine candidate for Mr. Basketball, and he is doing great things on the court. He is also a great team leader, and he leads this team in many categories.
Okay, so both of these teams came into this matchup number 1 and number 2. They were both unbeaten until last night as they played here in this White, Greer, and Maggard Classic, and both teams suffered losses last night. Dunbar beat Lexington Catholic 65-57. They played about a week ago. It was a 2-point game. That wrapped up the number 1 seed in the 43rd district for Dunbar, and North Laurel had a tough time last night with Jason Mays and his Ashland Tomcats 86-66. So each team has suffered their first loss, and Julie, the question is, a lot of people talking about it here, where are they looking ahead to today?
Well, that's the thing that Coach Salzman, he had to focus on trying to beat Dunbar, thank you. So he had to try to get the number 1 seed, but that didn't happen. But he's got to regroup and just be able to move and take the next game. Okay,
so Lexington Catholic in the home white. North Laurel in the road blue with a green trim. Immediately they go into Johnson, and it was Shepard who got a hand on it. It leads to a held ball. Of course, in high school basketball this year, no jump ball. So Catholic got the first possession. Now the arrow goes to North Laurel. Clay Sizemore, of course, this is an all underclassmen group for North Laurel, and immediately they try to go inside, and that ball blocked by the 6'11 sophomore Reese Porter.
Reese Potter did a great job as far as getting position, being able to swat the ball.
You are correct, Reese Potter, not Porter.
Potter.
And that's going to be an offensive foul whistled against the Knights. And that foul goes against Potter. So he gets charged for the offensive foul. And we're still looking for our first points inside. They go to Shepard. And the young fella who's known for his outside shot muscles it up. And boy, Brandon Salzman is all kinds of hot because I believe he thinks that the foul was assigned to the wrong player, maybe? Boy, he immediately took a 30-second timeout, went right out to have a word with a referee.
And yeah, absolutely. And then they're just kind of trying to, referees trying to talk it out and just trying to make sure they have the right call as well. So they are going to confront the scores table and double check. And Buzz, you are right on that. They are going to check the scores table to make sure that that's who the foul was assessed on.
I don't know if we have a replay. It was at the other end of the court. There's the Shepard bucket. But William Warfield, okay, so what they did was they did in fact change the foul. Ryan Russell now charged with a foul. Russell, the 6'1 senior, a big difference than charging the foul to the 6'11 Potter, and here comes full court pressure by the Jags.
Looks like North Laurel is doing a great job as far as handling the pressure. They're just going to take their time and get their best shot, kind of get the feel for the game.
Both these teams, clubs that would much rather play at an up-tempo and go as fast as they can. They go to Johnson inside, and immediately they duck down and double him. And here's the matchup, Shepard against Johnson, and the kick out off the fake. And the first jumper by Russell is no good.
That's a good hustle by Hudson Sparks. According to Coach Salzman, he's the heart and soul of the Knights. Great hustle.
Jump shot, three-pointer rattles in and out. There's Shepard with a rebound. And Sparks thought he got a clean block, but he's whistled for the foul. And Reed Shepard, a young man known for his play outside the arc, has been a force in the paint early in this one.
Well, I tell you what I've noticed on his improvement of the game is he is doing a great job creating shots for himself, and he gets to the basket, and he just really drives to the rim hard.
Shepard had 34 last night. He only had 4 total rebounds. But the one thing I'm sure that Mom and Dad were not happy about is he had an uncharacteristic 10 turnovers.
The turnovers, yes.
North Laurel back in that 2-2-1 full court. Here's Johnson for the three. And once again, Shepard gets another rebound. And
Good
that's
block.
a clean block by Johnson, who got back after missing the bucket. And now he's going to get an assist.
Great job and great athletic ability by Ben Johnson being able to have the nice assist to his teammate.
Jumper on the baseline, no good. And Johnson with another rebound. Finds another man open up court, and that's Shepard with the block.
Are you kidding me, Buzz? He was up there right off the glass.
Both of our stars making huge plays early on, and not just with the basketball. Spin and the kick out, and Johnson gets a steal this time. Here come the Knights. And how about that?
And a nice no-look pass by Johnson.
Johnson has been getting it done on the glass, and Russell has been running the court. And that's the second time these two have hooked up to tie it at 4.
Looks like it's off the heel. North Laurel.
And there's one of those turnovers.
That's going to be costly. They have to cut down those turnovers.
It's really interesting to watch Shepard and Johnson as well, because Johnson is full of emotion, and Shepard has got a real poker face as Jack Goman finds a lane and scores to give Catholic its first lead.
Jack Goman, also the QB for Lexington Catholic Knights, had a great season football.
Shepard tried to dribble through the double team, and it leads to a Jaguar turnover.
Seems like the momentum has kind of gone the Lexington Catholic's way, so they're doing great things by being able to push the ball up the floor and being able to capitalize.
Both these coaches do an excellent job, and it started out with a 30-second timeout that Brandon Salzman took to correct a foul, and it also served to kind of settle his team down in this one.
Absolutely.
Shepard got a hand on that one as Johnson was ready to pull up. Inside they go to Potter. 3 ball. In and out. And Goman couldn't make it a second straight basket. Catholic switching the defense. And now North Laurel works against the Knights man-to-man.
There's Clay Sizemore, and he is also leading probably the top 5 in three-point shots made.
Foul whistled on the floor. And that'll bring us to our first timeout. It's been everything we thought early on. It's Catholic on top of North Laurel by 2. You're watching the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep breaths from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
We're so glad to have you with us this morning.
Emergency leaders are urging
Dave Baker, Julie McGrain, Muntz, back here at Lexington Catholic High School, where the Knights lead North Laurel in this incredibly anticipated matchup between number 1 and number 2 here in the Commonwealth. Sizemore off the spin.
There it is.
And he knocks it down.
That is so helpful for North Laurel for Clay Sizemore because, again, like I said, when he gets going early, this spreads the Lexington Catholic defense out, and then that way they're able to get more drives.
Sizemore, a double-digit scorer who only had 2 buckets last night. Of course, he's Reed Shepard's cousin, and they've grown up playing together. As Johnson spins, and what a sweet assist to Potter.
That was a textbook move. That was awesome.
We have seen Ben Johnson do a little bit of everything, and we're just past the midway point of the first quarter. Here's Shepard creating, and that went off the mark. Wow, and one more time, that was Russell. He couldn't finish that time. But North Laurel has got to figure out a way to get back with him in transition. Shepard drives, and he's fouled.
Uh-oh, was this on Potter? No.
Looks like it's going to be on Hudson Sparks, 31.
Foul number 31, Hudson Sparks, his second.
That's his second, though.
Yes.
And Shepard continues to knock down shots at the free throw line.
And as I said, Hudson Sparks, he's the heart and soul of this Lexington Catholic team. He just really, gives a good lift with this team, and he does a great job. But, that's not going to be good for Lexington Catholic for him sitting.
For substitutions of the game, Blake Busen, a 6'1 junior, and John McCreer, who's up there at about 6'10 or thereabouts, who transferred in just in this semester. He's wearing number 1. Johnson, and there is McCreer making his presence felt in his first possession.
Johnson did a great job attacking the rim, but when he was had a shot alter, John McCreer was already up in the air trying to put it in, but awesome job by John McCreer with the foul. Good-looking kid, also a sophomore.
Really young guy. You can see that body
Yeah.
that everybody thinks he could grow into.
A lot of room for development. Looks like we have Brody Turner checking in for the Knights.
You know you're getting old
When
you see a kid check into the game that you've known since about kindergarten.
Now don't date yourself, Buzz.
That date's out there. Pull-up shot, and it's a pretty one, and it's up and in by Ryan Davidson. He's another guy that North Laurel coach Nate Valentine believes will develop into a D1 player. Deep three for Johnson, and boy, did he step into that shot.
That was downtown, Buzz. I could not believe. That was like down by the Danny Haney riding on the court.
Boy, Johnson, the senior, against Shepard, the sophomore. And Johnson has been more than ready to play this afternoon. Backdoor cut. They couldn't get it to Shepard. Boy, and that's what kind of difference right there McGreer makes on the baseline.
He makes you alter shots.
Johnson again.
Oh, my gosh. Shooting lights out. Great job by Ben Johnson as he's leading his team.
Had an incredible, and McCreer with his presence caused the travel right there by Busen. And Nate Valentine goes to his bench a little more. 44, Jack Clemens checks into the lineup. Big fella that he's hoping for a presence there in the middle.
Caden Harris. Lexington Catholic taking their time, working for the best shot.
Just about to approach the 1 minute mark. And that time, a little too fancy by the Knights. And look at Shepard fly in there and almost got an acrobatic putback. But here comes Goman for a second bite at the apple, and he's fouled underneath.
That was a foul on number 10, Clay Sizemore, the sophomore three-point shooter. That was a good, hard, physical foul.
Brody Brock, 23, the other North Laurel player that checked in, as Goman knocks down the first. And Catholic out to its biggest lead as they've stretched it to 5.
I don't know if you noticed this, Buzz, but when John McCreer checked into the game, he's really being a physical force on the interior and doing a great job altering shots.
Julie, you played at a very high level. Normally you get somebody that's that tall and hadn't developed yet. They're not as agile, but I mean, despite the fact he's got a lot of weight to put on, he's still able to do some things out there like that. Great hands, good anticipation, and he runs the floor awfully well. Johnson again! And I think Shepard bothered that shot. He didn't block it, but he came in behind him.
Yes, and then there again, we're talking about John McCreer. He came in, followed the shot, kept it up high in the air, and drew the foul. On the replay, great job. That's good timing. It's great camera work by our guys from Prep Spin.
I mean, you've got to have it going if you work for the King of Stream.
That's right.
Taskmaster.
William does a great job. Great things for high school sports. Well, he handles the ball really well for big man Ryan Davidson.
3 again, and that one way off the mark. And I'll tell you what's happened, and you see this, Julie, because of McCreer's presence, really North Laurel has stopped taking the ball to the paint.
Yep.
Shepard no-look pass on the inbounds. Brock with a left hand. And that's 2 straight that haven't drawn anything for the Jags, and it looks like Catholic will set up for the last shot of this first period of play. And Johnson with the ball in his hands, working against Shepard. And he's going to get called. Oh, thought it was going to be an offensive foul. And they're going to get Shepard for the foul.
That's his first.
Called him for getting the foul from the back.
Because that was questionable on Caden Harris, number 44, whether he was going to draw the block.
And in the official's judgment, it was that contact up top that caused the charge, so there was no foul there. And not surprisingly, Johnson knocks them both down, and Brandon Salzman's going to give him a 1 second extra rest. What a first period for Ben Johnson. And with that ball being touched, the first quarter comes to an end, and it was a good one for the homestanding Knights of Lexington Catholic, who lead by 9 after 1. Stick around. We're coming right back, and we appreciate you joining us on the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
At Atkinson Centric Commode, helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose.
We're involved at every step, guiding you towards relief. Take the first step and dial 859-CALL-ASK or visit ask-law.com to schedule a free consultation.
It's a slam dunk for crispy, crunchy chicken.
Rick, what are you doing?
I'm working on my snack time, play by play.
Well, in that case, you can tell everyone where they can find at Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Old Trapper beef jerky, 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 6.3-ounce bag, 2 for $4. Monster Rain, 16-ounce can, buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king-size candy bars, buy 2, get 1 free. Clark's Pumpkin Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Versus number 2, and Lexington Catholic leads it by 9 as we start quarter number 2, and it was a big one for that man who inbounded the ball, Ben Johnson. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, did not have a turnover, and how about a 4th assist as McCreer slams it down off the feed from Johnson, and the Knights' lead grows to double digits. Sizemore can't get it to go. Nice offensive rebound by the Jags.
That was great hustle by Cole Messer. Great sportsmanship being displayed, helping each other up. Good dunk there by McCreer on the replay.
Shepard. Boy, they've done a nice job on him defensively.
And credit Coach Salzman with his matchup defense that he plays.
Offensive rebound that time by Russell. At the other end, it was Blake Busen who was applying the pressure on the baseline to Shepard. And then, of course, McCreer comes across and really affects the shot again.
That was bottom of the net.
And Russell knocks down the triple. And back the other way. That's a bucket and a nice feed inside to Ryan Davidson.
Great pace by both teams. They're doing a great job by pushing the tempo.
Johnson hanged, couldn't get it to drop as Shepard was there with the defense.
It's always nice when you have number 44, Caden Harris, up the top, setting screens to get the guards open. Nice little pick and pop opportunities.
Shepard up and under, and he can't get it to go. And this time he draws the foul.
Like I said, Shepard does a great job by attacking the rim and being able to draw the foul, because I know he gets some rest here at the foul line, but he's such a great free throw shooter. One of the top leaders in the state in free throw shooting.
Shepard already with multiple triple doubles. One of those triple doubles was with 17 assists. He scored 50 twice and 34 in a losing effort last night. McCreer put it on the deck and Shepard took it away from him. But the Knights take it right back. And Johnson went right at Shepard and got it to go.
Nice little dipsy-do. I mean, he did a great job being able to change his angles on his layup. But looks like we have a medical issue with Caden Harris going out.
Looks like he's got a cut and he'll have to get the blood out. I thought for a minute that Nate Valentine might have taken a timeout for North Laurel as the lead has grown to 13, but they substitute. We haven't had a lot of chance to talk about it, but Nate Valentine in his first year at North Laurel, familiar with Lexington Catholic from his battles when he was at Lexington Christian. And Brandon Salzman, who you see there's Nate Valentine. And that three-pointer won't fall, and it goes on top of the backboard. And Brandon Salzman on the Catholic bench, so much a part of this great tradition. You see the Danny Haney court insignia as you take a look at Brandon. He was here as part of that staff when Danny had those great teams. And now the Knights working the half court, and Shepard got the block from behind.
I'll tell you what, Buzz, I really like the way he elevates.
Well, certainly Mom Stacy had some hops too, but we all know what kind of hops Jeff had, and now he turned it over. And I believe that's number 3 on the day. Remember, he had 10 last night. And you know, it's like everybody circles the game when they're playing him now. He's gotten so much attention. They've handled it really well, I think, but you know, sometimes as a player you try to carry your team. And it's that fine, you know, it's that fine line between doing what you ought to do and doing too much maybe sometimes.
Absolutely.
Here's Shepard.
There's John McCreer altering shots.
I don't know if he got a piece of that, but he certainly altered it. You're right. And Johnson at the other end will have a chance to make him pay at the free throw line, and McCreer is looking for error and asking for a substitute.
I'll tell you what, Buzz, he's done a great job. He had put in some great minutes at this segment, and I can't say enough. I really like this young man's game.
And you see just how well he runs the floor as Johnson knocks down the first one, and Potter will come in place of McCreer.
Looks like Hudson Sparks coming back in, the heart and soul of the team. Let's talk about Potter for a minute. I was told last year, Reese Potter, number 34, 6'11". Last year, he came in at, 6'6", 6'7", and grew like 5 inches over 1 year. Like, wow.
And he and McCreer are both sophomores.
So I look for Lexington Catholic to have some great runs coming up in the future.
Boy, and the Jags needed that basket to stop the Lexington Catholic run, and it's Clay Sizemore, the junior, who knocks down the baseline jumper. Cross-court pass, and it's a beauty. What a read on the defense as Goldman found Russell.
I tell you what, that vision that these kids have, being able to make those passes is phenomenal.
One thing that North Laurel's not been able, they can't find Russell, who's there with the basketball. He's been behind the defense all afternoon.
It's like Johnson got a little overzealous trying to make it to the attacking the rim, but got called for the travel. Looks like number 4 from North Laurel, Chase Dotson, is checking in for the first time, replacing number 20, Chase King. Great minutes for Chase King.
Dotson, a 6'1", 160-pound sophomore. Again, just one senior on this team, and there's Shepard, and he'll have a chance for the and one.
And again, here for a 16-year-old kid, he has tremendous basketball IQ and just knows how to take the defender, and did a great job by approaching the rim.
The thing I like as well, you're still looking up, at a double-digit deficit, and they're coming off a 20-point loss last night when they were down by as many as 30, but you haven't seen any panic in this North Laurel team?
No, and I like this idea, but when Brandon has Coach Salzman, they have this White Greer Maggard tournament basically, and when they have this together, you get to see those top teams in the state, and that's going to simulate the Sweet 16 tournament and how back-to-back and the quality of teams that they play.
Right. Potter doesn't want it out there. And Sparks' shot is no good, but they get the offensive rebound, and that's what happens when you give up an extra possession. They have a way of finding somebody like Ben Johnson, and all of a sudden when it seemed like North Laurel was starting to chip away, the margin is back at 14. Nice curl, and that's a pretty left-handed shot.
Chase
and it
King.
was, yep.
Wow. With the big fella, Reese Potter, up and in. Good follow by Ryan Davidson.
And that'll take us to our next timeout. Lexington Catholic has had it going, and the Knights lead by 14. You are watching the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
Same MRI, different prices. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60%. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
With softball, soccer, and basketball,
our dirty laundry really piles up.
That's why we switched to Cleansies. Cleansies live-action, triple-penetrating enzymes fight the toughest stains that leading brands sometimes make even worse.
Smell those enzymes.
Aww. It's okay. We use Cleansies.
White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics, creating beautiful smiles and showing up in our community and your laundry for over 30 years.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm working on my Tic-Tac video, Carlisle.
It's TikTok, Uncle Rick.
Whatever. Why don't you tell the folks what they can find at Clark's Pump and Shop every day?
Old Trapper beef jerky, 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 2 for $4. Monster Reign, 16-ounce can. Buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king-size candy bars. Buy 2, get 1 free. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At Atkinson.
And we are back at Danny Haney Court at Lexington Catholic. Dave Baker, Julie McGrain Muntz. Final 2:49 of this first half of play as Lexington Catholic leads North Laurel in this 1 versus 2 matchup by 14. And that is almost single-handedly the difference by the man who had the ball, Ben Johnson, as he's got 15 here in the first half. The man who's guarding him, Reed Shepard, who's been so talked about, he's got 10. And Johnson got that screen and got a good look and couldn't convert. But how about
Sparks
that?
With the tip in.
Third attempt. And it proves to be big for the
wide
Knights.
open.
And that's a nice bucket inside by Kyler Elza, who checked in. Elza, 5'11", 143-pound sophomore.
That was a beautiful backdoor cut.
Johnson looking to work again. Potter looking to give it up on the outside. And Johnson had it slapped away. Nice defense, Reed Shepard. Johnson looked like he had gotten himself a path to the basket, and Shepard's quick hands cut that path off.
Yeah, that's the third foul on Hudson Sparks, so he's going to have to go sit. It looks like number 11 for Lexington Catholic, Brody Turner, is checking back in.
Turner back in. And Brody Brock, the 6-foot sophomore, knocks down the first. Only lefty we've seen on the court today. And now North Laurel changes up that press, 1-2-1-1. And they've got a bigger fella, Jack Clements, out on the point. Inside. Boy, and I don't think that Busen expected to be that wide open.
Reed Shepard with the rebound. He's also leading rebounder for their team as well.
Got open there on a cut for a minute, but Turner with a nice job on the defense. And that's the big man, Potter, who just raked Clemens across the wrist, and he'll go to the line for 2. And that'll bring John McCreer back into the lineup for the Knights.
Yeah, I really like his spark off the bench. Like, here you got a 6'8" kid coming off the bench and possibly still growing, almost 6'9". So this guy does great things for Lexington Catholic. I mean, just does a lot to alter shots and just makes his court presence known on the interior.
Busen gave it up before the trap could get there. Nate Valentine's done everything he can defensively. And boy, that's another good look that Johnson got. And look who it is. It's Busen with another follow. Shepard can't get the pull-up to go, and that's another rebound for Johnson. And Goman converts at the other end.
And again, momentum is favoring Lexington Catholic. They're just doing good things. They're doing actually great things by attacking the basket and really hitting that open man.
Clemens cut off. And that's a long three that rattles around and out. And boy, that is a hard fall at the other end. as Elza went down awkwardly. Johnson has it stripped, and now I understand what everybody's saying. Nobody wanted the play to stop because North Laurel had an open layup, but Elza is still down at this end of the court on the ground.
Looks like he's getting up.
Well,
oh my gosh! I mean, he
came down really awkwardly, and that was the right call by the official.
It was.
You're supposed to stop the action as soon as somebody gets possession, and
that is correct.
That's why you don't see Nate Valentine going crazy over it. It's unfortunate for North Laurel when they're trying to battle back, but it was the right call, and that'll bring Ashton Reynolds, 14, a 5'11 sophomore, into the game. So, I mean, you just look at these two teams right now. I mean, Shepherd's the tallest guy out on the court, and Catholic has got a really big lineup that is headlined by McCreer inside. Final seconds. Will they get a shot off? They won't. They lost track of the clock, and that's the kind of half it's been for the Jaguars.
Sorry, Nate Valentine is livid because you've got to have some court awareness, and you have to know how much time is on the clock, and that was a perfect opportunity for him to shoot the ball in the corner.
In this battle of 1 versus 2, Lexington Catholic has led since early in the first quarter, and we go to the half as the Knights hold a 42-27 lead. We've got first half stats and much more when we come right back. Thank you for watching the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
Simmons & Kermode, we focus solely on debt relief solutions. We are currently offering you the ability to start a Chapter 7 bankruptcy for $0 down.
Call us today and take the first step towards a brighter future.
It's important to stand up
for what you believe in,
for yourself and each other.
At WKYT, we stand for you.
Your voice,
the truth,
the facts.
When the pandemic hit, you had to lay off staff.
Because what matters to you matters to us.
And when it comes to your safety, being prepared and informed.
If it's happening now,
it's happening here.
In Lexington.
In every breaking story.
Every severe weather event.
Prepare now for damaging winds.
We will always
stand for you.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be, for generations to come.
Sis, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready for my next Zoom meeting.
Well, instead of doing that, why don't we tell our friends why they should zoom in to Clark's Pumpkin Shop? Old Trapper beef jerky 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 6.3-ounce bag, 2 for $4. Monster Rain 16-ounce can, buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king-size candy bars, buy 2, get 1 free. Clark's Pumpkin Shop, return, refresh, refuel.
At Atkinson Simmons & Kermode, helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose.
We're involved at every step, guiding you towards relief. Take the first step and dial 859-CALL-ASK or visit ask-law.com to schedule a free consultation.
It's a slam dunk for crispy, crunchy chicken.
Rick, what are you doing?
I'm working on my snack time, play by play.
Well, in that case, you can tell everyone where they can find at Clark's Pump and Shop. Old Trapper beef jerky 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 6.3-ounce bag, 2 for $4. Monster Reign 16-ounce can, buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king size candy bars, buy 2, get 1 free. Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
Same MRI, different prices. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60%. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
With softball.
Welcome back to Lexington Catholic High School. Dave Baker and Julie McGrain Muntz here with you as Lexington Catholic holds a 42-27 halftime lead over North Laurel in this battle of 1 versus 2. And Julie, it's been a pretty even game as we take a look at some highlights, but Catholic has just been able to get the ball in the hole more frequently.
Yes, and as I've said, they are doing an excellent job attacking the basket, recognizing the defenses, and it's also easy when North Laurel is pressing. They have Reese Potter, the 6'11", in the middle, so he's easy to break that press. So I would assume that Nate would make some adjustments here at the half. Sure. As you look at Reed Shepard with that outlet pass. Shepard, 2 of 9 from the field, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He's got 10 points and 6 rebounds, 3 turnovers after having 10 last night. And you see him there defensively with that block. And that man with the ball, Ben Johnson, boy, he has just done a little bit of everything. 15 points. He's got 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He had 3 turnovers in that second quarter. But he has gotten the ball to Russell on numerous occasions. Somebody pointed out on Twitter, Blake Busen has got 5 big rebounds, and he's gotten some clutch possessions. That and Potter and McCreer's ability to alter shots have kind of been the difference in this one. Oh, absolutely. And what I like about Ben Johnson is he's not just an excellent athlete and a great athlete. He's more than that. He makes his teammates better. So he elevates their game, not only his game, but he elevates the ones around him. He's like that extra push on that extra coach on the floor, the extension of Coach Salzman.
Interestingly, we've seen Shepard with his height try to take the ball to the basket. He has not shot a 3 yet today. You saw Johnson with some really deep threes. He's 3 of 7 from outside the arc, and some of those did not go in the second quarter, or else this 15-point halftime lead could be even bigger.
Oh, absolutely. And then they have Reed Shepard, who is guarding they're guarding each other, I should say.
Absolutely.
So, we have the potentials for Mr. Basketball here. So, one being a sophomore, the other one a senior, but they're just doing a phenomenal job. And, their intensity that they've stepped it up. Brandon's doing a great job playing those the matchup defense, and they're just doing wonderful being able to take that away from Reed.
Both teams, again, Catholic number 1, North Laurel number 2. Both teams bouncing back after defeats last night. Catholic was knocked off by Paul Lawrence Dunbar, and they had played a 2-point game a week ago with Dunbar winning, but that wraps up the number 1 seed in the 43rd district for the Bulldogs. And then North Laurel was down at one point by 30 last night to a really good Ashland team. They came back, but they still ended up losing by 20, and both seem to have shaken that off in rather short order and ready to go here today.
So, yeah, when I saw the game last night, I mean, it was just, you don't see any kids hanging their head, but it was awesome showcase of their abilities on both sides, with Ashland coming out with the, the blow to North Laurel. So, and we have great coaches like Nate Valentine, and he's there to adjust some things and, make some quick adjustments. But, like I said, Nate, I mean, he probably thinks it's not having that loss right now is not too bad because they didn't lose anything, just being able to play against better competition.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come right back and have a first half stats and come back with all the second half action. As number 1 Lexington Catholic leads number 2 North Laurel on the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
With softball, soccer, and basketball,
Our dirty laundry really piles up.
that's why we switched to Cleansies. Cleansies live-action triple-penetrating enzymes fight the toughest stains that leading brands sometimes make even worse.
Smell those enzymes.
It's okay. We use Cleansies.
White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics, creating beautiful smiles and showing up in our community and your laundry for over 30 years.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm working on my Tic Tac video, Carlisle.
It's TikTok, Uncle Rick.
Whatever. Why don't you tell the folks what they can find at Clark's Puppet Shop every day?
Old Trapper beef jerky, 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 2 for $4. Monster Reign, 16-ounce can. Buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king-size candy bars. Buy 2, get 1 free.
Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Return,
refresh,
refuel.
At Bluegrass.
We are back, and the masked man you see up against the rail is the patriarch of the Johnson family. That would be Danny Johnson, the dad. He played here, went to Randolph-Macon for a year, and then transferred back to center. And he was the all-time leading scorer at center for a long, long time. Luke, 1,282 points. Yeah, he's off playing college basketball at Loyola of Maryland. Tanner is a grad transfer at Tiffin up in Ohio. And, of course, 2 great families on these 2 teams, but Danny was a dynamite player. And he and his wife have just done everything they can for these kids, and they've been so much a part of this Catholic family for a long time. And seeing their son have a big first half, which he hopes can continue. And right away he gets a rebound. And it looked like he might have an assist for a minute. 3-pointer to start for the Knights, and it rattles around and drops in for Ryan Russell.
Ryan Russell did a great job squaring up his feet and shoulders and just found that basket.
Catholic trying to bring it back as North Laurel couldn't answer with a 3, but Johnson was fouled on the drive.
Looks like 23, Brody Brock is slated with the foul, the reach in.
Shepherd has been guarding Johnson the whole game. Catholic has been switching its defenses. Johnson on the little curl just inside the 3-point line. And he's certainly been better today when he's been able to catch and shoot. Shepherd with a crossover. Boy, and he's just bothered by that length of Potter.
Looks like they'll get it back.
That's a shot he normally finishes.
Absolutely.
Of course, his dad, Jeff, the most outstanding player of the 98 Final Four. Mom Stacy is down there keeping the scorebook, and that's a pretty floater by Block.
There he is again.
How about that? Russell, 2 for 2 from outside the arc. And that's what happens if you start putting too much attention on Johnson. Shepherd again, his first triple. And this is kind of a danger time for North Laurel. Johnson is loose, and Nate Valentine's going to have to take one. He's going to take a full timeout as Lexington Catholic has started this third quarter of play with an 8-0 run.
Wow. And they were just ready, and they were in the correct positions too. As you see on the monitor, Johnson just being able to attack the defense and just being able to lay it in just makes the game look so easy, and the game just comes so easy to him as well. Just great things.
Check that. That's an 8-2 run. But the momentum clearly on the side of Lexington Catholic. And again, if you're North Laurel, you want to try to do whatever you can, but you don't want to get in too much of a hurry or else this snowball starts coming down on the hill really fast with you. Our thanks to the folks at Cartown Kia, one of the many great sponsors that we have here on the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington. This game has reminded me a lot of the game over in Memorial Coliseum when Rex Chapman played
King
Sean
Rex.
Sutton.
Yes.
And I just got a text from Rex that said Danny Johnson was a grade ahead of him and could have played at a lot of D1 schools. So we're delighted to have Rex and so many of you all on board here with us today to see that game. And he's right. Danny Johnson was a fearless player, and that's a beautiful move by Reed Shepherd. That reminds you a little bit of Rex's number 3.
Might be. It might be one of his idols growing up.
And there's Johnson with a pull-up. So the two big names in this game matching baskets. And to me, Shepherd just looks a little bit more comfortable right now. Picking his spots, yes, sir. You can just kind of see it coming.
Well, yeah, he's playing with a sense of urgency. Here we are behind, and they're behind, and he's just got to be able to take it on and load the wagons, so to speak.
Everything is a learning experience for him still as a sophomore. Almost got the steal there, but Johnson got it to Potter.
Yes, North Laurel is struggling to be able to handle the big guys, the big, tall timbers underneath.
That is a deep 3 on the catch that rattles out.
The one thing I noticed with Reese Potter, like he's got to be ready for those rebounds on that. And being a sophomore and being a little lanky when he grew 5 inches over the summer, he's got to be able to go up and clean the glass. Go up and grab those rebounds.
Johnson again, nice closeout by Shepherd. And he certainly altered that shot.
That was a great rebound by Caden Harris, just clear space.
Shepherd now going to take it a little bit. You can see that his confidence has started to grow. He created space and got it to a teammate, and that's Davidson who knocks down the triple. So the best offensive spurt we've seen from North Laurel here in the second half, but Catholic to this point has answered every bucket. North Laurel's turned up the defense, and Catholic a little stifled, but how about that pull through by Hudson Sparks?
Hudson with a nice drive. So yeah, but he's got to be careful. He is in, I think he's the only one with 3 fouls.
Ripped that ball through the contact.
Yes, he did.
And there's Russell with another rebound. And Russell, after hitting his first 2 triples of this quarter, misfires there. Shepherd finds an opening, yes sir.
That looked like a classic Stacy Reed Shepherd move right there. I think he gets his handles from his mama, I'm telling you.
I don't know what happens, but at some point in time it just clicks for an athlete. And that's another great bucket by Sparks. But at least offensively, it started to click for Reed Shepherd. And again, he's averaging 32 a game, had 34 last night. Johnson with a pump fake.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful pump fake. Ben Johnson just gets it done on his team. Excellent three-point shot.
Shepherd at one end, Johnson at the other. Shepherd again. And this time he's fouled by Potter. He's not afraid of the height anymore, and he's taking it right at him.
Yeah, Potter's got to do a better job staying vertical, but he did break the plane, and he's got to be able to, you know, he'll learn as he gets older to be able to be that physical presence underneath as well.
And I'm thinking that after these free throws, we should have our media timeout.
We got John McCreer that has checked in for Reese Potter. So again, let's see if John McCreer can provide another spark off the bench.
And Potter has played well, but it's McCreer who has been more of a shot alterer.
So there you have two super sophomores there that have a lot of development to do, and I cannot wait to see these two young men in the future.
Johnson, the last triple rattled around. That one was in the bottom, and he's feeling it a little bit. Shepard had it taken away. Johnson's got it 3-on-1. And Goman draws the foul.
Yeah, great job by Jack Goman, but I think I would have given that back to Ben Johnson because you had 3-on-1 at the opportunity, and just pass it back to your teammate and let him roll it in.
At the line, Jack Goman shooting 2.
Looks like we're going to take a
And
timeout.
now we'll have an immediate timeout now. 2:07 to play. Lexington Catholic has lengthened the lead to 24 over North Laurel. Thanks for watching the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
At Atkinson Sims & Kermode, we focus solely on debt relief solutions. We are currently offering you the ability to start a Chapter 7 bankruptcy for $0 down.
Call us today and take the first step towards a brighter future.
It's important to stand up
for what you believe in, for yourself and each other.
At WKYT, we stand for you.
Your voice,
the truth,
the facts.
When the pandemic hit, you had to lay off staff.
Because what matters to you matters to us.
And when it comes to your safety, being prepared and informed.
If it's happening now,
it's happening here.
In Lexington.
In every breaking story, every severe weather event.
Prepare now for damaging winds.
We will always
stand for you.
Hello, my name is Father Norman Fisher, and I'm the chaplain of Lexington Catholic High School. We're so truly blessed and excited to have you here for this incredible event. Let's have a great game.
Sis, what are you doing?
I'm getting ready for my next Zoom meeting.
Well, instead of doing that, why don't we tell our friends why they should zoom in to Clark's Pump and Shop? Old Trapper beef jerky 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 6.3-ounce bag, 2 for $4. Monster Rain 16-ounce can, buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king-size candy bars, buy 2, get 1 free.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
So back at Lexington Catholic, the Knights with a big lead, number 1 in the state against number 2 North Laurel. Jack Goman at the free throw line for 2.
Jack Goman does a great job just taking his time, being able to relax.
Both teams have shot free throws well in this one. For the game, the Knights now 8 of 11, make it 9 of 12. And North Laurel, 11 of 13 from the stripe. But the Jags with a big hole to climb out of. McCreer affected that shot now. Sizemore wanted to pull the trigger, but thought better of it. 6'7" against 5'11". Johnson hustles the other way. Goman open. And now the Knights, with time on their side, will reset the offense. Sparks, that is a pretty free throw line jumper.
They just do a great job finding the gaps in the defense and being able to put that shot in.
Boy, he has really picked this team up in the second half as Shepard took it right at the big man McCreer. Johnson spots.
Wow.
When he catches that ball in rhythm, he is something else.
Automatic, then he flexes afterward.
Now he's 6 of 11 from outside the arc. That is his 28th point. Goman. And McCreer is bumped on the play.
Looks like number 44, Caden Harris, will get slated for the foul.
And as good as McCreer has been, that's one of those plays as he gets stronger, he'll play through that contact and get that basket.
Yeah, and just being able to finish to the rim and not bump away or like fall down during contact. So when he, as you said, he'll get that physical stature through his shoulders and arms, and he'll be a physical presence in the years to come. Looks like Lexington Catholic number 24, Jack Clemens, is checking into the game for Ben Johnson. Going to get a little extra breather through the next quarter.
Brandon Salzman got him like a 1 second breather at the end of the first quarter.
He's like, oops, I forgot.
Right, and so now he'll get an extra minute or so. 28.
I'll tell you what, Buzz, I am excited to watch Ben Johnson play at Bellarmine next year. Here they are. They've gone up to the ASUN Conference, and they are. I would look for them to do great things in the seasons to come.
Of course, EKU has just joined the ASUN as well. And Scotty Davenport is not only a great coach, but one of my favorite people in the Commonwealth. Clemens gets fouled, and that's Sparks who committed it.
Maybe. Was that his fourth, Buzz?
You are correct.
So Hudson Sparks getting some good coaching by Brandon Salzman about how to defend a little bit better on that.
So that takes Johnson right back into the game.
So much for the breather, huh?
There you go. A little offense for defense maybe. And now with 27 seconds left, you got to believe with this big lead that the Knights will hold for one. Shepard's going to try to stop that. When you got to be impressed down 30 the way he's out there trying to play defense, trying to create. That's Shepard's second. Oh, and Johnson tried to show him the ball twice. And Shepard got the best of that matchup as he got the block.
No, sir.
Knights with a last chance. Busen.
Oh!
Munger gets the follow, but will it count?
No, they're going to call the foul before.
It's not going to count. McCreer flexed, but they're going to call the foul on the shot as Busen went up. And so no basket, but Busen with a chance for two and no time on the clock.
Buzz, that dunk was nasty. Look at this. He elevates, does a great job, and slams it home. That kid is growing up really quick in these big games. Bam.
So they're going to shoot two, but I don't know why the line isn't cleared. Oh, now they put .6 back on the clock, which is why. As Busen misses the first. Clemens with a long shot, and after three, it has been all Lexington Catholic in this battle of number one versus number two. We're coming back for the fourth and final period. Thanks for being with us on the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
At Atkinson Sims Commode, helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose.
We're involved at every step, guiding you towards relief. Take the first step and dial 859-CALL-ASK or visit ask-law.com to schedule a free consultation.
It's a slam dunk for crispy, crunchy chicken.
Rick, what are you doing?
I'm working on my snack time, play by play.
Well, in that case, you can tell everyone what they can find at Clark's Pumpkin Shop. Old Trapper beef jerky 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 6.3-ounce bag, 2 for $4. Monster Reign 16-ounce can, buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king-size candy bars, buy 2, get 1 free. Clark's Pumpkin Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
Same MRI, different prices. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60%. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Back at it here at Lexington Catholic, and the Knights dominating this one in this matchup of number 1 versus number 2. Dave Baker, Julie McGrain-Muntz here with you on our Prep Spin Game of the Week. And that ball, 3-pointer no good, but Blake Busen
stepped out
on the end line, thought he'd gotten an offensive rebound. And boy, after one possession in the fourth quarter, Nate Valentine already making a substitution as he brings in Ashton Reynolds, a 5'11 sophomore. So in this battle, not only between Catholic and North Laurel, in this battle between Shepherd and Ben Johnson that everybody's been looking forward to, it has been a good battle. And to be honest, Ben Johnson, I knew he was going to do that. Ben Johnson has gotten more support. So Johnson with 28 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. Reed Shepherd has got 18 points and 9 boards, so he's just 1 away from a double-double. But the Catholic big men have really protected the rim and made it awfully difficult for North Laurel. And that foul, as you mentioned, going to go against Lexington Catholic.
I think that was Blake Busen with the moving screen.
Spin move on the baseline, and that one won't fall as McCreer altered that shot as well.
Ryan Russell with the rip down. Lexington Catholic resetting the offense, being able to get the best shot opportunities.
And run some clock, being up by this big margin. They're just kind of running the old-fashioned weave out front. Goman can't get it to go, and there's Shepherd with a rebound. That's his 10th, so he's got the double-double, but then turns around and throws it away. Johnson, deep 3. Are you kidding me?
That was with Reed Shepherd in his face.
31 now for Johnson. Shepherd had it stolen away again. McCreer can't finish the dunk.
But great job by John McCreer for the attempt. He saw a wide open space and just kind of
My goodness, is is Ben Johnson showing some range? I looked over and saw Daddy Danny standing up for the first time today.
Yeah, there was an article out. I really enjoyed watching it.
I mean, he's almost out of bounds.
Oh my gosh. That kind of reminds me of Chris Lofton, how he used to shoot back.
That's a great analogy. I mean, that is a deep 3. And I mean, he steps right into that shot. The form is great. Tried to get it back to Shepherd, and it was Busen who deflected it off his hands. And Catholic gets the basketball once again. Nice give and go.
That's just old school textbook basketball buzz.
Yes, it is. And I think what you've got now is you've got a case where North Laurel having a great season. They'll still be one of the favorites to get to Rupp Arena. Boy, and that ball was up and under as Clemens got it over the outstretched arms.
So it's an excellent shot by Ryan Davidson.
Excuse me. Got it over the outstretched arms of McCreer. Shepard got a hand on that one.
And there you go again, Buzz. Just making his teammates look better and be able to play better. Excellent no-look pass.
So Johnson now with 31 points, 7 boards, 7 assists. And that pull-up that time was short by Davidson. Johnson deep again. Boy, and that's a nice pass.
That was.
From Russell to McCreer. And now you're seeing North Laurel after having their 2 toughest games of the year. And they lost last night, and now you're going to see both teams empty their benches here at the 4-minute mark.
Great minutes by Lexington Catholic. They just did a great job sharing the ball. And here you have, again, Ben Johnson being able to have 31 points, Buzz? But then also he did, I think, 7 assists as well?
Timeout. And it's our final one of the day as we're under 4 minutes. And in this matchup versus number 1 and number 2, it's all Lexington Catholic on the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
With softball, soccer, and basketball,
our dirty laundry really piles up.
That's why we switched to Cleansies. Cleansies live-action triple-penetrating enzymes fight the toughest stains that leading brands sometimes make even worse.
Smell those enzymes.
Aww. It's okay. We use Cleansies.
White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics, creating beautiful smiles and showing up in our community and your laundry for over 30 years.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm working on my Tic Tac video, Carlisle.
It's TikTok, Uncle Rick.
Whatever. Why don't you tell the folks what they can find at Clark's Pump and Shop every day?
Old Trapper beef jerky, 10-ounce bags, $9.99. Assorted combos, 2 for $4. Monster Reign, 16-ounce can. Buy 2, get 1 free. Hershey king-size candy bars. Buy 2, get 1 free.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return,
refresh,
refuel.
We're so glad to have you with us this morning.
Emergency leaders are urging
At Bluegrass Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
In this one, and it's all Lexington Catholic in this battle of number 1 versus number 2. Both coaches have emptied their benches and given some guys to play after a tough 2-game stretch in 2 days for both of these clubs.
Just running the classic weave on the top.
That's Reynolds from up top. And he knocks down the 3.
Excellent 3-point shot by Ashton Reynolds. And again, only a sophomore-dominated team.
Ode Mashney. And now Cameron. Here's Mashney with it again. 3-pointer, top of the key.
Good block out by North Laurel.
Won't fall for Jacob Knopfsinger. And the Jags race it the other way. 3-point shot, and that's a pretty stroke.
That was beautiful.
And that's Chase Keene, number 20, a 6'4" sophomore. Nate Valentine has himself a huge sophomore class.
He is loaded.
Back come the Jags as we're under 2:30 to play.
Ashton Reynolds doing a great job as the captain on the floor at the moment, eating the clock.
And as we see these two teams, what both these coaches were talking about to us earlier in the week, Julie, is everybody is trying to manage what to do with COVID now, because Catholic has been back in school for a while, North Laurel's been back in school, but you're in the public schools, all these kids getting back, and so a lot of coaches, both boys and girls, have tried to get their seasons over with this week so that they don't have a game next week, because you get COVID and you get shut down now, you're done.
Yes, and I know a lot of schools that they are exclusively taking their teams to the side and actually keeping them virtual so they don't get sick.
And Nate Valentine told me that everybody was trying to figure out how to manage it. And both teams know that they, in all probability, will get through the district. And I still believe these, you know, I certainly think there'll be a lot of people that have something to say about it. I think there's a great chance we'll see North Laurel in the state tournament. Lexington Catholic, the #1 team in the state. We'll see if that stays that way after that loss to Paul Lawrence Dunbar. But, you know, they've lost once to Dunbar. They won by 2. The 11th region every year is just one of those deals. And so we'll see. But these are, no question, despite this lopsided score today, 2 of the best teams in the state.
And actually, after talking to Brandon Salzman, this is what he has deemed as Hell Week. Like, he has really been through it with his team, being able to, as you said, maneuver and make it through the COVID protocols and things like that. So anyway, it's a great learning experience for Lexington Catholic. They're just playing guts out, I should say. And I just really like the way Ben Johnson leads his team. I can't say that enough. I mean, a potential Mr. Basketball candidate, like, he gets it all done, Buzz.
Right. Ashton Reynolds.
Serious hair there, Buzz.
Yeah, I'd like to have a salad like that. Never got there, but I support it. Reynolds has played well since coming in. Mashney looks to give it up as we're under 30 seconds to play. You still have that big blonde do. And there's another three-pointer for the Knights.
There's number 5.
That would be John Martin Sims.
Yes.
Final seconds in this battle of #1 versus #2. Brandon Salzman says, hold it up. You won't see the handshakes anymore because of social distancing. Coaches go straight to the locker room. But this was a big, big day for Lexington Catholic's Knights, the #1 team in the state, in this battle of 1 versus 2, as they win it by a count of 83-51. And Julie, it was one of those games where Catholic got a hold of this one from the start, and they just did not let go.
Oh, absolutely. And they just put it was all gas, no brakes for this team. So really gutsy play, being able to get punched in the gut last night by Dunbar, but came back and answered. They just did a phenomenal job executing on both ends of the floor.
Okay, so in terms of stats, Reed Shepard, the guy who everybody was talking about, 5 out of 15 from the field. He had 18 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. He did have 7 turnovers. Ryan Davidson, the only other player for North Laurel that was in double figures with 12. And for Lexington Catholic, they got contributions from a lot of different people. But Ben Johnson, 10 of 20 from the field. He was 7 out of 13 from behind the line. Hit all 4 of his free throws, 31 points, 7 rebounds, and he had 7 assists in 27 minutes of play. So he was big. And Ryan Russell was big all day today, getting behind the defense. He had 15 points. He was the only other night in double figures. But again, the big guys really played well. Blake Busen had those 5 first-half rebounds. You had the big guys, Potter and McCreer, who were able to alter shots. McCreer had 8 rebounds. He had 2 blocks. And Potter was big as well, as he had 2 block shots and 4 rebounds. So that's it. as North Laurel falls to 19-2, and Lexington Catholic improves to 19-1 on the season. And by golly, look at who it is. It is the mask up, Ben Johnson, who is up here with us. And Ben, it's great to see you, and a great game today. You've had 2 dog fights with Dunbar. How difficult was it for you to bounce back quickly in this one?
Man, extremely difficult. Dunbar and North Laurel, both 2 great teams. We just had to get our focus right. A great week in practice. We had a couple of good shoot-arounds this morning and yesterday, just preparing for everything, and we went out and followed the game plan, and we got the win today. You and your entire family, just like Coach Salzman, are so much a part of this Lexington Catholic family. What does it mean for you to be having the kind of year that you're having? Man, it means everything. This is my last year here. I want to give it everything I got. I want to win a ring by the end of it. I haven't made it to the state tournament yet. But that's the end goal, to get a ring on my finger by the end of it. I know that's the goal, but now let's get down to serious business. Who is the best player in the Johnson family? Man, it's a close one. It's on any given day it can be anybody. Whoever's hot. Listen, Senator, we weren't looking for that kind of answer. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm just glad that you have got so much more actual hair than your dad does. You need to make sure and hang on to that. Yeah, hopefully I can keep it around. What one final thing? What was it like for you going toe-to-toe with Reed? I mean, I know you guys have done that before. He's a little younger guy, but you come into a matchup like that, and certainly that's got to juice you up. For sure. Reed's a great player, top 5 player in the state. It was nice to go head-to-head with him. I like to go against the best, Reed's one of the best, and I like to show what I got to everybody, and I did that today. Ben, congratulations. Tell your folks, hey, keep yourself safe. Thank you. Let's get Coach Brandon Salzman in here. And listen, Mr. Coach Speak here, who I've known for a long time, he told us, that he was, getting ready for Friday. Another tough one with Dunbar, and then you were just going to roll the ball out here.
Yeah, that worked out real well, didn't it?
Yeah, no, but I mean, you beat him by 2, right? I mean, you knew it was going to be that kind of a game.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, this is my 16th year, and I did 10 years with Danny, so 26th year in the 11th region. And and Danny always taught me your best opponents are your back door.
Right.
So shoot, it was a tough one last night. I mean, that one kept me up. So I think I'll sleep a little better tonight.
Yeah. So what kind of attitude did you take? What did you do this morning? Did you get the guys get in here and get into them, or did you just tell them to flush it and go on?
No, we got here at 8:30, and we had a real nice donor buy us a Chick-fil-A breakfast. So we just showed them. We showed them the tape. I mean, the tapes don't lie. And came in and we just talked a little bit about what North Laurel does, and our goal was just to get better. I mean, we have to keep getting better. I mean, you know as well as I do how hard the 43rd district tournament is, and the 11th region is, and playing teams like this is a great thing. I mean, and Ben was Ben tonight. I mean, we would be nothing without Ben. I mean, he's so great. If he's not Mr. Basketball, I'll probably never vote again in the whole thing. But he is so great, but the other guys today were so awesome.
They were really good.
Blake Busen,
yes,
and Ryan Russell's defense on arguably the best sophomore in the state. I won't even say arguably. I mean, he's going to be Mr. Basketball in 2023,
sure,
no doubt. I mean,
but Russell had some big threes for you too.
I mean, huge. I mean, Ryan is the key to our team. When we get good Ryan Russell, we're really tough to beat, and we got good Ryan Russell tonight.
But I'll tell you, the other thing too, Brandon, is your 2 young big kids.
Oh wow!
I mean, they really move well. They give you kind of a different thing between the 2 of them. But whether they're blocking shots, they absolutely alter shots.
Yeah, they were so inexperienced coming into this. I mean, and John's never been in. He's played in with big players, but he's never played in like big time games like this in Kentucky. And for him and Reese to do what they did today, it just they grew so much. And then you throw a Hudson Sparks in there, probably had his best game as a sophomore.
He did.
We were great, and everybody played defense. They rebounded, and that's just not something we did last night. We weren't there, so as a coach, when you see growth like that, you get real excited.
Let me ask you one other thing. Talking to you and Nate both this week, everybody's trying to figure out how to handle the whole COVID thing in this week in between the regular season and the start of tournaments? What do you do?
Well, you know, we had 3 games scheduled, and I canceled all 3 of them. And, you know, I actually was tinkering with the idea of maybe playing 1. But if you get COVID, if you get contact traced to, you know, after today, you're out for the regional tournament, for the district tournament. And
which means you're out for the regional.
That's correct. So we're going to protect our postseason bid. We're gonna shut it down for a week and try and just get better in the gym against one another. You know, rest our legs and do what we can, and you know, see if we can get ready for a really tough opponent that's going to be in the 43rd district.
Absolutely, brother. Thanks, congratulations. This was a great one today. Thanks for having us over.
Man, we brought you a present. We want everybody to know that you're with Ben, bro. So here you
this
go.
is more swag than Danny Haney ever brought, right?
So there you go, man. You wear that around. All
You're
right?
the best. Thanks, Brandon.
See you guys.
Appreciate it. Congratulations, Julie. Come on back in here. And William, you let us know when we need to wrap this bad boy up here. But Julie, as Brandon was just talking about, everybody's kind of trying to figure out how to do this thing. Yes, you want to make sure. Brandon was a little bit sweaty.
It's a little intense over here. So the earpieces are sweating. Like, I mean, it was even more than a player out there.
Right. But everybody's trying to figure it out. I think for North Laurel, this is going to help them because these are the 2 best teams that they have seen so far. It's going to help them when they get back down to regional play. And like Brandon talked about, you know, they just need to shut it down and stay healthy right now and get ready for the district.
Oh, absolutely. And they're going to be growing. I mean, they'll grow from this experience, and they're going to need these tough teams to be able to play, to be able to make those far runs in the Sweet 16 tournament if they're lucky to make it there. But, you know, with the way these teams played tonight, like, there's no doubt in my mind that, you know, they're going to make some great runs in here in the future.
And we have just seen players step up, and I think the whole key, and we talked about this earlier, both coaches, both teams have got an awful lot to be proud of. Ben Johnson was incredible today, but he just had more help than Reed Shepherd did. And the difference is, yeah, there are some young guys on this Catholic team, but you know what? I don't think we saw the senior. I don't think we saw the senior for North Laurel. I mean, everybody's an underclassman, and most of them are sophomores.
Oh, yes, and then, as we said, on both teams, sophomore-dominated type players that are there. But look to these teams in the future to be able just to make a run and just being able to dominate, because they are emerging as some of the top players in the state, and they're just doing phenomenal things as sophomores already.
Boy, and like Brandon said, as you watch these highlights, you know, for a lot of the game, Reed Shepherd and Ben Johnson went back and forth, but they had a lot of help. We talked about it during the broadcast. I think you were able to see Reed Shepherd gaining confidence as this game went on, and this is one. I mean, obviously Nate Valentine, but remember, he's the son of Stacy and Jeff as well. So they will go back and have him look at this tape together, and he will be able to learn and build from this.
Oh, absolutely. And I just love the potential, and the ceiling is so high for Reed Shepherd. But as you mentioned, too, which was key, is the other 4 have got to make their presence known, because those kids are averaging in double digits per game, and I just didn't see a whole lot of that production from the other players.
Sure. And I think the other thing about it, Julie, is that on the Lexington Catholic side of things, as good as they are right now, and they were ranked number 1 before last night's loss to Dunbar, I believe that they're only going to get better as the 2 big kids, Potter and McCreer, continue to develop and get more playing time. I think that they are just going to prove to be the difference in this Lexington Catholic basketball
absolutely team. And you're going to see that, and again, them being able to share the ball, the assist, the love for each other, the chemistry, Buzz, is phenomenal. So great job by Lexington Catholic.
Great job by you, Julie.
I had a great time.
Thanks so much. And to the King of Stream over there, who's wearing about 65 hats, thank you, my friend. Thanks to all of you for watching us and for being with us here for today's game, number 1 versus number 2. It was all Lexington Catholic as they knock off North Laurel 83-51. Hope this is the first of many, and we appreciate you watching the Prep Spin Game of the Week on the CW Lexington.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
It's important to stand up
for what you believe in, for yourself and each other.
At WKYT, we stand for you.
Your voice,
The truth.
the facts.
When the pandemic hit, you had to lay off staff.
Because what matters to you matters to us.
And when it comes to your safety, being prepared and informed.
If it's happening now,
It's happening here.
In Lexington.
In every breaking story, every severe weather event.
Prepare now for damaging winds.
we will always
We will always stand for you.